Hello. Okay, I know it took so long, but since you guys asked for a story time, I'm going to tell you guys about how my 10-year-old neighbor catfished and stalked me for like 5 months. This took place around 2021. She just turned 10. She always looked up to me growing up, because I'm like 10 years older than her. She's an only child, like, so am I. And I get it, like, you always have to have someone to look up to, like an older sister figure. Okay. So she found my Instagram. I had no problem with that. I'm like, okay, I don't know how she found my Instagram because, like, everyone calls me Vivi. Like, my name is Viviana, so she would call me Vivi. Or, like, she would know me as Vivi. My Instagram is Viviana. So she found it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't really care. Like, she could follow me, of course. Like, then I think I mentioned to her, like, she asked me if I was on TikTok, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I am on TikTok. I actually, make, ooh, my phone almost fell. I actually make videos promoting my clothing brand. And then she asked for it, and I was like, oh, I don't really give it out because I really don't. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I like to have a secret account or whatever. And then, like, I get another DM. I get a DM from this other account that I kind of knew was her because it followed her Instagram account. And then it followed me and then my clothing brand page. Like, my main account and my clothing brand page. And it said, hey, Vivi, like, what's your TikTok? I want to make fan page videos of you. And I'm like, oh, like, okay. Like, I kind of figured it was her because, like, it only followed the three of us. It followed me, my clothing brand page, and then her main account. So I'm like, it has to be her. I didn't answer. I didn't think anything of it. Then I started getting more, like, Instagram accounts viewing my stories. I always check who views my stories because she's the one of many stalkers that I have. I have many stalkers. Like, had one in high school, one at my old job at work, one at work now, and yeah, I don't know. People just love to stalk me. I just don't know what to tell you. So, I noticed, like, Instagram accounts viewing my stories, and it always followed her main account. It would never follow me. It would always follow her main account. It only follow one account, and it would be her account. So I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So this is where it really started, like, scaring me. Like, I watch a lot of stalker shows because I lived through it. I was on Snapchat one day. She had me on Snapchat too. And then that's how she found my Instagram. I really don't know. Found my, add me on Snapchat, this account, right? Jake Anderson. I added it back because I was in a class group chat at that time. So I thought it was someone from my class. So I was like, okay, I added them back. And then I get a, hey. I didn't answer. And then I had her on Snapchat at the time. So she, like, posted screenshots. Oh my God, this weird account is messaging me. And I was like, oh, like, I didn't even, I was just looking. What got me was that the location, right? I went on the Snap Maps and the location was on for Jake Anderson. It was my house. Like, okay, like, I should have said a backstory, but I live on the second floor of my house, right? And she lives in our, her family rents out our downstairs basement apartment. So when I saw the location was my house, I was like, oh my God, I don't think that she has a friend over because it's like 10 o'clock at night. And it's like, I'm like, I don't think that some kid is actually at her house right now. But, yeah, so it kind of went on for like months. Like, I would always hide my story or I'll block that account. And then one day she just removed me off her main account on Instagram. So I was like, okay, like, maybe I'll finally stop. But no, she kept making accounts to stalk me. And I was just like, oh my God. One day I had enough. I literally had enough. This was like in May because it kept going on. It went on for 5 months. I kind of stopped posting. Like, I didn't want to go private because, like, I'm not scared of a little girl. But, like, it just was so annoying. Like, I'm like, why are you making multiple accounts to, like, view my stories? Like, you didn't have to remove yourself off, like, your main and then, like, continue to make fake accounts. So I messaged her. I was on Snapchat, right? Because, like, on Instagram, like, she was like, at that point I blocked her because I was just so, like, pissed off. Snapchat, I messaged her. I was like, hey, like, to a point that it's getting weird, I know that you're making fake Snapchat accounts and Instagram accounts to, like, catfish and, like, stalk me. Like, it's really getting weird and I'm, like, really uncomfortable. And I know the Jake Anderson account was you because the location was our house because who would have a reason to stalk me? And then she was like, I think I had her shook because I don't think she ever thought that, like, I would notice. But she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought you muted me and I just didn't know how to handle it. Like, this little girl, this 10-year-old girl is, like, messaging me all this. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, mute you. I was like, girl, what? I was like, please stop before I make it an issue. And I would tell my dad, right? I told my dad about it and my mom too. And they were like, oh, like, I don't think we could say anything to the parents because they wouldn't understand, right? Because they're like, immigrants too, like, you know, they wouldn't understand like what she was doing, and they would probably be like, oh, like she's just a little kid, she didn't know any better. But I'm like, I think she knew exactly what she was doing. Like, you're literally catfishing, and I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why this bitch was catfishing me. But yeah, so I couldn't really tell like her parents, so I just had to deal with this in, like, you know, silence. And then I was like, yeah, like, please stop, because like it's gonna be an issue. Like, you know, like, I really was so pissed off. Like, it just like got to a point where I was just so tired being watched constantly. And yeah, that's why I deleted my old clothing brand TikTok page. I gained 4K on that account too, and I just felt like I was constantly being watched. Because tell me why I found out that she made a fake TikTok account catfishing as me. Like, the name was Viviana, and I was just like, and it commented under one of my videos. The account was like, oh, I know you. You're well, what can I name her? We'll call her Joy. You're Joy's friend. And I'm like, what? So I blocked that account. And then when I clicked on that account to block it, it was literally my name. Like, I was like, why? Like, why? Oh my God. So then, okay, finally stop. 2021. The summer of 2022, like August, I get a message on Instagram. Hey, this is Joy. I just wanted to make this account. Like, I just want to message you to apologize of my actions in the past. Like, I didn't know it made you uncomfortable. I'm really sorry. And I was so mad, because I was like, girl, like, what don't you understand? Like, all I asked for you was to leave me alone. Like, please don't ever message me again. Like, forget me once and for all. Like, just leave me alone. Like, you know. And then, to this day, she still lives in my basement apartment. Every time she sees me, like, you know, when she leaves her house, like, she's literally terrified. Like, she just looks at me and, like, she just turns the other way and, like, continues about her day. I really don't care. Like, okay, like, I'm sorry. But, like, to an extent, like, you made me uncomfortable. And I really wanted to move. Like, I almost, like, transferred schools because I just didn't want to live here anymore. Like, I just didn't want to live in my house. Like, I just was, like, so fed up. I'm like, I need to change the scenery. Like, this girl is making me uncomfortable. Like, and there's nothing I could do about it. But, yeah, I overcame it. If y'all think I'm childish for this, sorry. But, like, this is literally, like, I just was so fed up. I hope y'all enjoy my story time, though. Thanks for listening.